Hey everybody, Raw Cut here. This is John Kovach Jr. We are on the last few days here on this app that is TikTok, and I just wanted to come on here and share a few thoughts, my gratitude mostly. And I have just gone down the emotional roller coaster of, where are we going? What platform should we all transfer to? And then I just took a step back and I thought, why is this consuming me? I have so much gratitude for TikTok, and I'll share all about that in just a moment. But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone I've met on this app, to everybody who I've built relationships with, friendships, connections. You matter the most, and for all the fun times we've had going live, the games we've played, to the content that we've shared with each other, to the comments we've had, the trolling of those who tried to be negative on our motivational messages. Just so much fun. And I'm getting choked up because really, if I just take a step back, I'm grateful that I met you all, and I joined this app back in 2019, started making silly but also motivational content. And you know what? So many other creators doubled down and grew to be viral and became just incredible forces of followers. But I watched and I watched to see if they were building true community, and only to realize that they were jumping on the waves of virality just to get more followers. But I just want to say, like, I truly have connected with many of you, and you've made the difference for me, and it's been a wonderful 5 years. And I'm just so taken back at how random strangers on an app where we just express ourselves without fear of who's watching, who's judging, but just put ourselves out there. You have become my community, and we have never met face to face. I have, excuse me, I have friends on this app who I don't even know your real names. But you've like come to my lives, you've supported me, you've loved my content, you've asked for copies of my book, you've gone to my other networks and channels, and I'm just blown away. And likewise, I'm a reciprocal person. So when you have done that, I've gone to your place, your pages, your videos, and shared as much as I possibly could. So I'm very grateful for all that I've gained, learned, and earned from this app. I'll be completely frank and up like personal with you all. I was we'll call it a 25% content creator, where I was really serious about finding trends and doing the right things. I was also 25% in on just being myself and sharing any type of content that would reach more people. And I shared my thoughts on here. I was very personal. Then there was another 25% where I was just goofing around, and I was like, you know what? I want to put this video and this personality of mine out there, but I don't necessarily know where, because I have so many respectable people who follow me on like Facebook and Instagram and a few others. So I just put it out here, and you guys were so great. And I'm grateful for the low views. I'm grateful for the low engagements, because truly every comment meant the world to me. And I watched a video the other day, and somebody said, like, imagine if 20 people said hi to you in one day, how that would make you feel. But on like Instagram, TikTok, and all these other platforms, imagine 20 views, 20 highs, 20 like, that's nothing. And I thought about that, and I was like, that changes my perspective a little bit, because truly I am personally influenced by your engagement. And I may not have built the rising empire of some creators, but I'm just so grateful. So some of my favorite memories here on TikTok. But before I share that is, what what I call my claim to fame, and something that I use in a lot of my biographies. And when I get on stage and speak as a motivational speaker, I talk about TikTok because you guys have influenced me more than any other platform. And the biggest one is I was going through just a list of things that my mom used to say and things that I would say back to her. And for those of you who know me personally, you know that I lost my mom 2 years ago. And that has shattered my life, which is ultimately why the last 2 years I have not focused on growing my platform and really doing anything. Losing my mom was tragic, and I took as much time to figure it out, to learn, to grow, to embrace grief and just everything. And I'll tell you, it worked, but man, have I been just coasting in so many areas of my life due to me just hoping that grief will pass. And you guys have been there for me. You've been there through my highs and my lows, and it's been so great. So thank you for being there for me. You have been a community that I have. If we pass each other in the grocery aisle, and you're like, oh my gosh, John, please say hi, because I will give you the biggest hug. I will take all my groceries and put them in your basket and say, let's go to the front. You have been so special to me. So yeah, that's been part of my journey on here, and a huge roller coaster of emotions, which is why I didn't take the time to just double down. And I could have in so many ways, but in some other weird way, I didn't want to become a serious content creator on here because, well, I feared that I'd lose you. I feared that I'd pick up more clientele-based followers rather than like these loyal, amazing human beings who just continue to show up and share and believe, and all the good times we've had playing games on lives and just chatting and just discussing. And I come in with one intention. I'm like, all right, today I want to talk about this book, and then I'll answer questions. And soon enough, I just turn the corner and we're playing games and hanging out, and that's what it's all about, really. So I don't know where I'm going. In fact, I might just take a break, but I do have a business to run. I do have a following and a brand to create, because I have huge goals, dreams, and aspirations. But this has been not a tangent, not a distraction, but has been one of the greatest explorations of my content creation journey. And I just want to say thank you. It all started with a video where I was saying things that my mom would say and saying things that I would say back. And I recorded a video called "You Are My Favorite," and I literally do the thing where I'm like, don't tell anyone I said this, but you're my favorite. And that video overnight just exploded. I had so many people like that video, use the sound. I had a few people who ripped the sound off and made it their own, and they took it over to like YouTube and Instagram. And I politely reached out to them and said, hey, could you either take that down or use my sound? And it was, honestly, it didn't matter, because the fact that my voice was out there and reaching people, and people were using it for their dogs, their animals, their kids, like they were picking their favorite kids. There were brands were using it for products. Amusement parks were using it for their roller coasters. And, then I had a few famous people use it, including Michael Bublé, who used it with, I think, one of his closest friends or brothers. I don't know who it was, but then I think it took off with more brand creators who wanted to promote more products. So it became a helpful, useful tool. And I just want you all to know that, like, even though that's something that my mom would say to all of her kids, and collectively we knew who the real favorites were, I just want you to know that this experience, the last 5 years, you're all my favorite, and that cannot be replaced. We're going to go to some other platform. We're all going to go somewhere else and start new, which is going to be a good journey for me, because I get to start new and really, really focus on my brand and my growth. But on a personal level, and sorry for the background noise, we got some things going on in the house, but I just wanted to say, TikTok, I love you. To everyone I connected with, I love you. And don't worry about me. I hope we see each other in the aisles of the grocery store. I hope we see each other at the park. I hope we see each other at a live show or a concert, just living life. And if no explanation is needed other than, hey, don't tell anyone else, but you're my favorite.